Hey, what's up guys? Today we are in Taipei, Taiwan, and we're exploring the northernmost district of town called Tamsui. And while not technically part of Taipei, it's an easy day trip that's extremely popular. You can reach it by the Red Line, takes about 30 minutes from the city center. We got off at Huangshu, which is one stop before the Tamsui stop, which is the end of the line, so we can go explore the Mangrove Trail.
And we're already here.
Yeah, we are.
So, should be fun. Excited to see what today has in store.
Yeah, let's go. This is what we're gonna do.
Okay, so we're just taking this walkway?
Yeah, we're taking the walkway through the mangrove, and then you take this bike trail into town, and it meets back up at the rail line.
Awesome. So. You probably heard this in a few of our videos, but I love how well Taipei integrates nature into its city.
Yep, super accessible. So this area, until fairly recently, was just a dumping ground and was completely polluted, and the city picked it back up in the 90s, I believe, and built it into sort of like a forest management area, and now it's like, you know, come back alive, I guess. There's supposed to be lots of birds and plants and animals here.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Crab. Right there. The mangrove was really cool. Lots of cool little animals and some neat plants, but looks like we're getting into town. Only took about 20 minutes.
Yep, let's go. So this is an old Shell oil warehouse from when the British were here. And if you kind of haven't caught on to this theme, Taipei has a thing for turning old industrial sites into cultural parks. So there's some old Shell buildings here, and it's now an art center.
Neat.
Yeah, let's go explore it. Oh, they're filled with concrete. I thought this was gonna be janky, but it's not. It's like
solid.
Rock solid. Reinforced concrete solid even.
Nice.
Repurposed.
Repurposed. I was gonna say nice recycling job there.
Yeah, restoration hardware, take notes. The new Shell oil barrel line. Right over there is Tamsui Station on the Red Line. So if you want to skip the part where you walk on the Mangrove Trail, there's a MRT stop just for the city.
Yeah, and it looks like the city's right over there. This was a cool, neat stop, but...
Now we got to go see some more old buildings.
Yeah.
Tamsui's all about the old buildings. So the park across the street from the train station is extremely lively.
It's so beautiful, and I love all the people, and I don't think they get many tourists because we're getting some looks. A lot of people are like waving, they're like, happy to see you. It's so nice.
Well, maybe after watching this, you'll come and there'll be more tourists.
Maybe.
So, Tamsui is actually one of the oldest parts of Taipei because it's at the mouth of the Tamsui River and serves as a natural port. And because of that, it's been inhabited by the original Aboriginal Taiwanese, and then in the 1660s, the Spanish came and set up port, and shortly after were kicked out by the Dutch, and then they were kicked out by the Japanese, and then the Chinese kicked them out, and now it's Taiwan. And because of that, there's lots of layers of history to explore in this part of town. And conveniently, just north of the train station is Old Street, which is what we're gonna start with. You wanna get brown sugar milk tea?
Yes.
It's a Taiwanese favorite.
Hello, ni hao.
Can I get a brown sugar milk tea, please? So, the tea was 75. Oh, that was very quick.
There we go. Perfect timing. 谢谢. Tea top. Oh, look at the cute little beads on their cup. Taiwanese milk tea is a drink that originated in Taiwan. Basically, they make a black tea, put milk in it, and then in our case, they added brown sugar, so it's like this thick syrup, and they kind of spread it around the cup. and tapioca pearls that have been boiled in brown sugar, so they taste really good, and there's just like these chewy little treats at the bottom, and you get these chunky straws that suck up the pearls. Give it a good stir.
Now, what do you think?
It's really sweet, but it's really good.
Yeah?
This is some of the better milk tea we've had for sure.
They put a lot of boba in this one.
It's really good.
But yeah, it's super delicious. It's molassesy and creamy and tastes like tea. It's really good. You're right, this is one of the best ones we've got. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see what else we can find. So we're gonna head back out to the ocean to what's called the Tamsui Promenade. It's actually called Huanhe Road formally, but it's a big long walking path along the ocean where all the shops and stuff are set up. It's sort of the center of what's here to explore. So let's go check it out.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah, look at these food stalls.
And I feel like this might be what's letting off that delicious fried fish smell. And then there's this beautiful view of the bridge out that way. Do you see it?
Yeah. This area used to be the actual port for the town, and now it's been replaced by that over there, Port of Taipei, just across the river. It's actually the largest port in the entire country.
Neat.
I know.
So that, all the way down there?
Yeah, that on the other side of the river, you see all the cranes and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big container port.
Okay. Oh, there we go. The Tamsui Promenade is so cute. It started raining a little bit, so we took the umbrella out now. There's lots of little games for kids, and shops, and lots of fried foods and other types of street food.
And
It's really
seafood.
fun. And seafood, lots of seafood. I kind of want to try some.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay, do we want anything else? So when we were walking down on the promenade, we were going to try out some of the fried fish. It smelled really good. But we noticed this restaurant serving something we were supposed to try here called Tamsui Agei, I think that's how you say it. So we just ordered it and a couple other things that we're going to try out instead. That was super fast. Okay, so this is Tamsui Agei. And I guess it is fried tofu stuffed with glass noodles and then wrapped in surimi, which is that imitation crab meat. And it looks pretty interesting. It's served in either a soy or a chili sauce. This looks like it might be a mix of both, and it's almost soupy. I don't really know what to expect here. This isn't something I would look at and be like, yeah, I would have ordered that. I like that a lot, actually. It reminds me so much of like that kind of general Japanese food flavor. Like, it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. There's so much flavor going on in this. I wish they served this in more places.
This is a dish called braised pork with noodles. It's a super common Taiwanese dish where they take pork, fry it up in a pan, and then they slow cook it with soy sauce and Chinese 5-spice until it's fall apart tender, and they throw it on a bowl of noodles.
It's good?
Oh yeah. It's really good.
I am pleasantly surprised with this restaurant. I went in with like medium expectations, you know?
Yeah, they added a little bit of Sichuan to it, which is unusual. It's a little like mouth numbing too. Very good though, very porky and kind of tastes like star anise and Sichuan. Yeah.
All right, well, this is delicious and I want to get down on it. Let's eat.
Yeah, let's see.
That was so good. A lot better than I could have anticipated for sure.
Yep, and it's conveniently just down the street from a turn we need to take to go up into the hills to look at some old buildings.
Okay.
But before we go up, You gotta look at that rock.
The rock?
That's a famous rock.
That's a famous rock. Okay.
That's a famous rock.
So why is this rock famous?
Well, this is Matsu rock. That's the most famous rock in the whole city because it was shot out of a volcano and landed here. And the locals think that has magical powers.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool,
I know.
but also a little terrifying.
I know, that thing's like as big as a bus. Yeah. Well, maybe not a bus, but like a car for sure.
Definitely a car. Maybe as big as a bus, like lengthwise. It probably took some force to get it into the ground like that. So now that we've seen that cool rock, we're gonna walk up into the mountains to see some cool stuff.
Yeah, and if you find this for building 206, you're on the right path to follow our walking tour right now.
Alan is such a good tour guide, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm trying to get more professional at it.
So I guess this alleyway you're walking up is called 3D Art Ladder. Maybe there's a cool street art to look at. Maybe it's called 3D because look, it makes the trees look so lifelike.
It's like a Thomas Kincaid painting.
Yeah, it's just coming out at you.
Yeah. Over here, they've got a restored policeman's building from the Japanese era in the 1900s.
Okay.
It's free to visit.
Okay.
No shoes allowed, guys. You gotta wear slippers. It was very nice. There was like cool tatami mat rooms with nice screens that had art on them, and like a nice sitting area with some tatami chairs overlooking a cherry blossom tree, and then some cool old artifacts too. They had some like lacquerware, I don't know what you would call it, like bureaus or boxes, drawers, stuff you'd like keep things in.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's cool if you want to see some Japanese architecture.
Definitely worth a quick stop. Right next to the police station is called Love Lane. And it's just a quaint little alley, worth a quick stop.
I could see why they call it Love Lane. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's really lovely.
Lots of greenery and some, what would you call it, rustic type buildings?
Yeah, rustic charm.
Rustic charm, maybe.
Anyway, what's really up here though is an old famous temple. So we're gonna go that way and check it out.
That way?
Yeah, that
Okay.
way. All right, if you keep going down the lane from Lover's Lane, you will get to Tamsui Qingshui Temple. It's just very cool, right? Like it's always nice to see one of these temples from the 1800s. They're always very intricate. It's so cool.
Beautiful.
I never get tired of these.
That is such a beautiful temple. We didn't really want to tuck inside because there were a lot of people praying and stuff, and it was very quiet. We didn't want to, ruin the atmosphere. But just gorgeous. So many decals, so much detail, all the artwork. Amazing.
Yeah, there was even a dragon in there carved out of a giant slab of jade. Did you see it?
Was that big one on the wall, like on the side?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see it. It was
Yeah.
really cool.
The amount of art packed into each one of these is fantastic.
So pretty.
Every bit as breathtaking as going and seeing a big famous European cathedral.
For sure.
But each town has like a bunch packed in. So
Yeah, it's really cool that they all have that too.
yeah.
Yeah.
But there's another famous one around here.
Okay,
So let's go check it out.
let's go find it. Is this the other one?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
This is the famous one.
Oh, it's really set back into some older looking markets.
It was a little adventure to get here, wasn't it?
It was.
It's like going in a
It was
time
like walking.
machine.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Like walking in another time period.
Yeah, it took us like 100 years back. So this one is Tamsui Longshan Temple, which is from sometime in the 1800s, and it's the most famous temple in town. So I hope it's cool.
It looks cool. Look at it. Wow. The temple?
Yeah, that was so cool. That one was a 3rd grade temple too, which means it's less fancy than the other Longshan temple that's in Taipei.
Huh.
But that's also like the most famous one.
I don't know,
in the
they all
city.
look so fancy to me. It's crazy. The just level of work that went into creating the art on the building.
Yeah, but I guess the grade matters because it turns out the higher the grade, the more likely your wish is to be granted. So,
That's true. According to somebody we met the other night who told us this.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's next?
We got to go walk on the promenade,
Okay.
and we're going to go see some more old buildings. And just like that, we're back to the old street.
Wow, it was a lot closer than I thought.
Uh-huh. It's just a little loop. You go up the hill, see some temples, come back down.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. That's so cute.
Yeah, their fire department is shaped like a fire truck.
I love it.
Tamsui, am I right? We just wandered up the street to another set of historic buildings. This one is Tada Eikichi's home. It was a former residence of a famous merchant in the area. I guess it's just a restored Japanese era building. It's free to enter.
So another one.
Yeah,
Okay.
like the police station.
Okay.
Let's do it quick. Ni hao.
Hello.
Pretty cool.
Just makes you feel like you're right back in Japan.
Yeah, I know.
And this guy had an amazing view.
Yeah, he did. And a cool yard too. It's so zen.
I love it.
Of course, I don't know if it's original, but
Who knows?
If you're-
Anyways, we can't spend too long here because we have a lot more to see still. So
yeah. On to the next thing. This is just on the way. Ooh.
don't fall. Wow, that's so cool. Look at those roots. Look how they grew.
It's
Crazy.
like a square watermelon, but a square banyan tree.
They're all doing it. Wow. This neighborhood's really interesting. I haven't seen anything like this in Taiwan yet.
Yeah, it's
like
very
it.
European influenced.
This is European feeling. But
Yeah, this is actually Aletheia University. Used to be called Oxford University and is the oldest university in the country.
Oh,
I know.
this is a university campus. Wow. They have a waterfall.
I know. And look at the chapel over there with the cherry trees.
Wow.
I'll have to get a close-up of that.
Really pretty. Is this the big fort you were talking about?
This is one of the forts we were talking about. This is the first real building complex. It's from the 1630s. This is where the Spanish landed and set up a fort because they wanted to secure a greater presence in this region, and
Okay.
especially the Philippines, right, which was their possession at the time. So,
Right.
yeah.
Philippines, if you don't know geography very well, is just south. Not very far.
Yeah. And they only held on to this spot for like, I don't know, less than 20 years before the Dutch booted them.
Nice.
Yeah. And Fisherman.
Qingshui.
Look at those tickets. I'm so
Hey.
excited to see that fort.
Alan was just telling me this is one of the oldest buildings in Taiwan. 1624 was the year it was built.
By the Spanish, nonetheless.
I think you said that.
Yeah, but it's just interesting, right? It's not even like the Taiwanese built it, or the Chinese, or the Japanese, like the Spanish. Like, you don't think of Spanish history intersecting with Taiwan.
The world is a melting pot.
Well, that was pretty cool, seeing one of the oldest buildings in the entire country. Now we're gonna head back down to the promenade and go for a walk on the water and go up to the Fisherman's Wharf area, which is one of the most popular areas to hang out.
That's what I'm most excited to do today, so I'm excited.
Look, it's the old customs house. Back from when this was like actually a functioning wharf.
We finally made it! It like took a while to walk. And we found out that there was like a tram or a trolley that goes right out here basically.
They call it the LRT, the light rail transit.
Okay, well, there's some form of transit if you want to skip all that walking, which, I don't know, if you want to come straight to the wharf, I'd probably do that. But anyways, we're here. Yeah,
This is a romantic spot.
This is a romantic spot?
Yeah, this is where you take your woman to wine and dine her.
Are you saying you're gonna wine and dine me tonight?
Well, there is a subway.
Oh. I was thinking the train at first, but you're talking sandwiches. We're gonna get sandwiches.
Gonna give you a foot long, baby.
Alan, I have not put it that in. My mom will not want to hear that.
All right, who am I kidding? On our budget is 6 inch.
I cannot. We're here. We made it to the Lovers Bridge, which is like the big thing to see here. And it's weirdly empty.
It is cold and rainy.
Yeah, I guess the weather isn't exactly
And
ideal.
Wednesday.
Yeah, that's true. Look, they light it up at night. I didn't know that.
I think it's
That's
like
cute.
the most important thing about it is that it lights up.
Yeah, I guess that does make it more romantic.
Yeah,
A cool light display at nighttime.
yeah.
This is it. You're crossing Lovers Bridge. How's it feel?
Well, I'm glad that we get to do it together.
Oh. Alan was telling me that apparently you're supposed to come down to this wharf, eat seafood with your loved one, and enjoy your time together right here.
Yeah,
I don't know, that's what they said on their
Yeah.
tourism
on the
website.
tourism website, yeah. This is the most romantic place in all of Taipei, guys.
If you like the smell of fried fish, which it does smell like strongly down here, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, if you...
I mean, I think it smells pretty good. So there's a beach and some other historic sites that we did leave out, but it's kind of cold and rainy and it's starting to get dark, so I don't think we're going to make it there this time, but we hope you enjoyed exploring Tamsui, at least part of it with us.
Yep, and if you liked our video, consider watching another. It really helps us out.
Thanks, bye!